What's up, everybody? Producer Keith here with State of Louisville Best Bites, Episode 2. We're here just off of Shelbyville Road, hunting for and finding the best places to chow down in the city. And you know, as we sort of get towards the summer, nothing screams summertime like a delicious tequila and lime-based beverage. You know, if only there was some place in the city I'd be able to get something like that.
I've got the place for you, and it's Las Margaritas, which is Spanish for the margaritas.
And I am so excited to get in. A little bit inside baseball, they've already got some stuff dialed up for us, so I'm gonna cut this intro off now. Let's get started and let's get eating.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Let's
That is terrific.
That is
The warmth of the queso, wait until you get that freshness, that spinach. This is fantastic.
Wow, that is
All these apps,
next level.
terrific. That juices drip. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
What's up, everybody? State of Louisville Best Bites. Producer Keith, Tyler Forbes, Presley Meyer here. Like I said in the intro, we're here at Las Margaritas, and they have been loading us up while we've been chatting, so we got a lot of catching up to do. Press, you're the self-proclaimed guac head.
I'm the guac guy.
We got guac.
Bring it in. Oh, we got a swirl margarita coming in.
All right,
Let's
bring it
go.
on in here. Throw it on down.
Let's go. All right, so I'm about to dive in.
All right.
I'm going to dive into this guacamole.
Yeah, get
This
after
looks
that.
fantastic.
I'm not a
know.
huge avocado guy, so
Which
get
is
in,
interesting
get
to
after
me.
it. I know, right?
That's
Know that.
I am
a
an.
glass milk, but it's okay.
You know what?
You gotta at least.
Oh, I'm
I got the whole thing.
trying, for sure. Ooh,
You're going to become an avocado guy.
smooth,
I'm telling you.
creamy,
Fresh.
I was going to say, that's the first thing that stands out, right? Is that it's super fresh.
yeah.
This isn't just being like,
They don't skimp you on the pico de gallo
No.
on the top either, so you can really, like, if you want to get that onion in that bite, you can. If you want to get that fresh tomato, you can. That's pretty darn good.
The jalapeno in there. Wow. Wow.
it's pretty
Got a
solid.
nice little kick to it. Yeah.
We got a couple other
Yeah, Tyler,
teasers
what are
here.
the other dips that we have out here? You were the one who turned us on to the place in the beginning,
Exactly.
so
Yeah.
lead us
Yeah,
on
highly
this
recommend.
voyage.
Yeah, wonderful. So on the right here we have the Mayan dip,
Mayan
and
dip.
right here in the middle we have the margaritas dip. I believe in the margaritas dip we have a little bit of chorizo and spinach. And it looks like over here a little bit of pico and maybe chorizo or ground beef.
I'm getting in there. I'm getting in there for sure.
Let's get
Yes,
the camera up. Camera up.
the margarita
Cameraman.
dip is next level.
I'm just trying to get some of this spinach in here.
Oh yeah.
No, that-
Mama said eat your green.
Eat your veggies.
That's right.
Popeye ate his spinach.
Shout out to Tyler's mama.
Let's go.
Dude, so
That is terrific.
It's
that is
Creaminess,
level.
the warmth of the queso. Wait until you get that freshness of that spinach. That is a
Wow.
fantastic dip. That if I just wanted
It's
a
amazing.
chicken dip, I could eat so much of that.
so I've never been like a huge chorizo guy. That is a good chorizo right there.
It's so
So the-
hard with chorizo. It's so easy for it to be overly greasy.
Right. Right. No, this is not at all.
Nice drain
Mhm.
chorizo. Wow.
Tyler, you're a regular at Las Margaritas here in Middletown.
I am.
Tell me, what is it that draws you here, number one, and number two, if you're coming in to get a beer and maybe just like an appetizer, what are you ordering as an appetizer?
Sure. So definitely coming in here and getting the margaritas dip.
Okay.
I mean, we've all experienced it at this point.
It's good.
It is the appetizer to go to. Definitely going with the swirl margarita here.
Yes, that looks incredible.
Insane,
Incredible.
insane. Or Dos Equis. They of course have the huge. You feel like you're at floor when you're drinking them. And then here we have featured the sunrise, Keith.
Yeah,
That's
that's
sunrise margarita.
Sunrise margarita here.
All the colors of the rainbow.
Looks
What
like
do
a
you think?
carrot or a rainbow that they have put into a glass and liquefied. So just
it's fun. I don't even know how they do
Delicious
that.
Frozen
Right.
beverage. You got like the grenadine layer, then you've got like the mango flavoring layer, just the basic lime layer, and then the blue curacao mix layer on the bottom to get the color effect. And the whole time you're just enjoying a delicious tequila tasty treat.
We got like a nice, like little light margarita with just a hint of tahini, which
Oh, you gotta have tahini.
once I got
So-
put on tahini, I was like, I don't want a margarita without tahini anymore.
All right, so
All right,
this
I'm getting
one,
here.
you've got the ground beef, you've got the pico de gallo on the top, you've got the queso. All right,
wow.
you got a good scoop.
That's
Let's
like
get
a
at it.
taco in a bowl right there. Wow.
Let's go, baby.
Wow. Just bring your tortilla chip.
Oh man, this is gonna be fantastic.
They do not skimp on the beef in this.
What in
That's a borderline entree right there.
That is.
I am not mad about it. And again,
Mm.
you get the savoriness and the spiciness of that beef. You get the freshness of the pico de gallo, and then the creaminess and just the delicious cheesy flavor of the queso.
Wow.
Bangers only. This is fantastic.
Wow, that is
All these
absolutely
apps,
next level.
terrific. I'm
I was
not
gonna
even
say-
a guac guy. I could eat more of that guac.
Give me more guac.
I was gonna say Tyler might have a new dip.
I do. I don't think I've ever had
Really?
that dip. Wow.
Really? So
Wow.
that's
My
going to be your
mind's
favorite
blown.
one?
My mind is blown.
I still think the margaritas is going to be my king, but that is really damn good. And if I needed a change up, you can't go
1A.
wrong with either.
The Mayan.
1B right there. 1A,
Mine.
1B. Like you said, swap them out. No problem.
All right.
I love that. So
So we got a plethora of a couple different things here on the table.
And
We got
you're
the
getting in here?
glazed salmon.
The glazed salmon.
This
Let's get in
looks
there.
really good. It
Interesting.
looks like a
Interesting.
teriyaki glaze, but let's take off a piece and find
I
out.
like that. It's-
Also, you got the fresh veggies that come with it, as well as a nice little pillow of rice.
Yeah. Highly
You wanna comment
recommend
on
it
the
there.
fish or
Yeah,
not?
highly recommend it there.
Yeah, get in.
Yeah,
Here.
let me try there.
I was gonna say we got a little
reach. You
Oh,
know,
no,
pardon
go
my
for
reach.
it. Go for it.
Let's do it, baby.
we got a little sauce on the side.
You don't.
No shame. Shout out to George because I'm totally gonna double dip.
So that is like a sweet sauce that
Sweet.
comes with it. You don't quite get like the saltiness like you would get of teriyaki, where it's that sort of sweet, salty thing. But that is a really sweet sauce. It's also a really well prepared salmon, just cooked through very well,
Yeah,
not
it's a nice-
dry. Looks great. I'm gonna keep getting after.
Like a sweet
This is-
Caribbean, almost jerky, but not quite the spice of a jerk.
Yeah. Speaking
That's
of
bad.
spice, we wouldn't be doing this place right if we didn't talk about the chips and salsa.
Mm-hmm.
We got so excited to dive into the dips that we just skipped. So first off, we got just the base house salsa. Little behind the scenes, these guys got to dive in before me. So this is actual first bite energy.
right.
It looks super fresh. You've got the big hunks of like the onion in there.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the cilantro. That is really good.
What is
Just
it?
like a
Fantastic.
base house
What is the key?
salsa.
What's in there? What's separating it? Is it the cilantro, the lime?
So you know how like when some places make a salsa and you can just
Mhm.
tell that they just use like a cheap tomato or like they use paste instead of a substitute for
Sure.
actually like getting tomatoes and so on.
Yes.
That is incredible. There's a subtle heat to it. And they told us beforehand, like they don't do a whole bunch of different ones. They have their house and then they've got the secret little one that we have behind the chips. That is a damn good house salsa.
Well, you need something like, you need a tone setter
Yeah.
at a good Mexican restaurant. You got to have a tone setter.
Yeah, and I mean, the chips and salsa is basically the handshake of a Mexican restaurant.
That's right.
Every time you go in, they greet you with a smile and chips and salsa. That's what you got to start with. That's a firm handshake and great eye contact if I ever saw it.
You're doing business.
Yeah.
You guys are going to be
Yes.
great business
Yes.
partners.
Yes.
How about like the House Verde dip, by the way?
Verde dip. Now, they told us the secret of this was that they use, serrano peppers
serrano
rather
peppers.
than jalapeno for their Verde. Y'all got to get in here a little
know
bit
what?
ahead
I'm
of me.
gonna
Yeah,
give them
go
a
ahead and
shot.
get in for some repeats.
Yeah,
Don't
so-
put it just to me here.
Yeah.
But be warned here. This is no joke. There is a nice little kick to it.
There is.
Don't
Yeah.
realize it at first, but give it 2 seconds.
It jumps up.
Try it.
Well, lets itself be known. Birria.
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 I'll get it
Big
down.
time birria snob.
Are you guys talking about the burrito tacos?
The burrito.
Birria tacos
Yeah.
and the birria quesadilla.
Mhm.
I'm going to go after the tacos first.
Well, hit it.
So, oh, that's how you know it's class.
Favorite.
Double tortilla.
Favorites here.
Double tortilla.
Oh, you need it for all that meat in there. You know,
Yeah, they give you lime.
something's got a whole thing.
They give you
Something's
lime.
got a
They
whole
don't short you either. So we're going to just bang. Consomme
Do it to
sauce.
them.
Oh, yeah.
Do it
Get
to
in
them.
there. Oh, give it
Wow,
a swizzle.
Incredible.
That juices drip. Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
All right, let's dive in.
Yeah, bring out the napkins here. Bring
Oh.
out the napkins here.
You did it like a pro.
Wow.
Mm.
What are we thinking?
Wow.
You've got the crunch of the tortillas on the outside because you can tell, like a good birria taco, they take the tortillas and they actually cook them in the birria oil.
Fried in the
Mhm.
oil. Yes, exactly.
You've got the layer of the queso cheese on the inside, looping around the interior of the taco, so you get that nice, cheesy, gooey exterior that also holds the meat in place.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the freshness of what looks like onion, cilantro in there. And then, of course, the savoriness, the saltiness of the birria. And it's the star of the show, as it should be.
All right, get out of my way.
Yeah, get in here and get after it. Go.
Yeah, get in there. Get in there.
I've had them before.
Okay, so you want to see my first experience with these birria tacos.
Oh, it's so good.
So we're just
that double tortilla.
Yeah,
there.
give it that big boy dip.
you're trying. You got to like really dunk that thing.
Double dip.
Make it messy.
Here.
There you go.
Make it messy.
Wow.
You like that?
Leave some for me.
Mm. Oh my gosh,
Right?
that is so much better than Taco Bell.
Well, I would hope so. That's a lot better than a lot of joints we've been to so far in Louisville. So I'm really glad Las Margaritas is the first Mexican stop on the way. This has been fantastic so far. And not to be outdone, well, first off, do you want to get in on the birria tacos or do you want to
You gotta
start
go.
on the quesadillas?
You gotta get in there.
Here.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Perfect time for a little rotation, you know?
Yeah. While he's doing a little dip on that, we got the fries that come with the birria quesadilla. It comes with like a queso crema on top, a drizzle of the mole sauce as well with some cilantro in there. I'm gonna get in and get some of these fries first. Looks like not quite shoestring, like a certain restaurant that has golden arches, a similar cut fry to them.
Okay, got it. Got it.
Oh wow, get to try that mole sauce.
Get in
It's
there.
So savory.
I want to try the secret birria sauce.
You
The
know,
secret birria sauce. Birria sauce.
Chipotle, some type of Chipotle, but I can't exactly pin it.
You mean chipotle? Is that what you're talking about? Okay.
I mean Chipotle.
We're
Yes.
cultured here.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna get after it
I
too.
was gonna say I went heavy on the sauce. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Mmm. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Salsa roja.
Pretty,
A little smoke.
a little smoky.
A little smoky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So birria quesadilla. Looks like there's some onion and some pepper in there. We get it opened up. You've got the queso as well.
Wow.
This looks delightful.
I mean, this looks like
Now-
Philly cheesesteak in quesadilla form.
Yeah.
Wow.
A little bit.
The trivia ones that I had off the top of my head, Presley's going to have an advantage because he already got to hear them. So tell you what, this will be for Tyler. You can either win or lose on the question. Press
There you go.
has to watch.
Okay.
All right.
We like
But
it.
now, Press,
Yeah.
which
No.
of the two questions on the From the Pink Seats episode should I go with? The first
we're
or
talking-
the second one?
We're talking Brahmer Bum here.
Not quite the Brahmer Bum. The first game or the biggest game?
I'd go biggest game.
Okay. Who are the two teams that played in the biggest blowout in college football history? Bonus point if you
There's
can
no
guess
way
the
he's
score.
gonna. There's no way.
There's no way.
If he gets one of them, he should get the entire thing.
I would be
That's
very
my
impressed.
that's my thought on that. That's a hard one. As soon as I said biggest game, I was like, "There's no way he's guessing." All right, so it happened like
1912, I believe.
Oh my.
horse and buggy time.
The coach of one of the teams was John Heisman. Yeah, that Heisman.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah?
That's well before my time. You know, you got to do
Just a
something-
few years.
You know, you got to do something.
Okay, let's go. Let's go
I'll give you the
biggest.
second question.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
let's
see
go
it.
biggest.
Just to give you a fair chance. So
hear it.
first off, the answer to the first question, Georgia
I'm getting
Tech
some.
beat Cumberland University
How would you not know that?
222 to nothing.
I do already know. There's no way.
All right.
He's like, "Oh, I forgot about that."
So-
Yeah.
Another college football question.
Okay.
What two teams played in the first ever college football game?
It's definitely not going to be Georgia Tech and Cumberland.
It's not.
Let's see. Something like Notre Dame and Alabama. It's got to be, right? Something.
Is that your final answer?
That's got to be it.
Rutgers and Princeton.
Wow. Oh, should have known in the
Northeast.
Ivy League.
The Northeast, the Ivy League. Yes. There you go.
So,
Worse.
Press, congratulations. He missed.
I'm gonna
so-
take the first bite.
Okay.
But we're all
I mean,
Have at it.
we're all friends here.
Yeah.
Keith,
I love how we just incorporated the trivia. We're all gonna share the quesadilla.
I was gonna say, yeah, we're
Matter.
Yeah.
want some more of that dip.
Mm.
Oh, you're totally fine. No, we're good. I was gonna say we can roll in. We can roll in with.
Yeah. You got the sweetness of the beef and the peppers, the onion with that nice little contrast. Get in there and get a bite. You have to. You have to.
For your finished.
Oh
You
my.
need the
Fantastic. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Look at that.
peppers.
That looks fantastic.
Perfect.
Make room.
Thank you.
Yeah, so what we just got here, fresh from the kitchen here, on the right we have the mole poblano, and on the left we have the cochinita pibil. Over here we have the fajita Hawaiiana.
Very good.
Fajita Hawaiiana.
Orthodontics.
There we go.
I had to practice.
Now take those directions, reverse it for the YouTube audience. So on the left, we got the mole. On the right, we got the fajita Hawaiiana. But you know what? We're talking about us right now. I'm staring this in the face. I want this so bad. Tell you what, you start on the fajita, I'll start in the middle. You start on the right. You got the
And then we'll
tasty plantains here.
Let's keep trading them, please. Oh my gosh.
That is churrascaria, like super overpriced Brazilian steakhouse quality plantain right there. That is so good.
Holy cow.
Okay.
Holy cow.
So we got the beef.
Oh my god. That's so good.
I cannot even.
And I know
I'm melting.
there's someone who's seeing this like, you guys are hamming it up for the camera. No, we're not.
No.
We just love really good food.
Wow.
And we got a couple brews.
The service here, your wish is my command. I mean, you ask for it and it's here. I mean, you turn around, it's there.
I think I've deceased
Amazing.
and ascended to a higher plane.
Seriously.
No, I gotta dive in.
You haven't even dove into the mole. Just wait. Just wait.
You take a cut of beef and just, as an outside observer, they slow cook it so that you can just dive in with a fork and tear it apart. Super easy.
Wow. You can see
They
that.
put a nice tasty crema on the top and then some pickled onion for a little bit of sweetness and freshness. And then you've just got this delicious bed of juice that you can soak it in at the base of the dish. And then you just bring it in and it's like you tune up an instrument by dipping it in the juice. And when you bring it to your mouth, it performs a beautiful symphony that brings a tear to your eye. I'm only slightly exaggerating. This is so good. One of you guys go, I'm eating.
Okay.
Picasso.
Jim on the menu here. I mean, the sweetness, it's like chocolate, it's like butter, it's spicy. This mole poblano, I've never had anything like this in my life. Keith, please.
Yeah, you were talking about this even before we started filming.
I mean, it is why I come here. This is why I come here. The mole poblano.
Oh.
The chicken thighs are just so juicy, so scrumptious.
And mole is something very easy to mess up. Like you can screw the flavor up. If it's anything like that preview we got on the fries that came with the birria quesadilla, this is going to be out of this world.
Yeah, it was like a heads up, Keith. Guess what's coming your way? Yes, is this. And it's just covered in it. I mean, it's like gravy on top.
You get like the sweetness. It's almost like a cocoa almost. That comes on the chicken, and then that's beautifully cooked chicken. It's not tough. It's tender to bite, easy to chew, juicy on the inside, and you just get that mole flavor punching you in the mouth. Of course, everything, rice, beans on the side. You have all these other dips and things for like freshness. Now, Press, we've been sitting here talking. Tell us about the, what was it, fajita Hawaiiana?
So I'm the kind of guy I transition to when you're in your 20s. It's all about the bottle girls, right? Coming to your table. For middle-aged men, this is the bottle girls coming to your table. It's like, look at me. I have the hot, steamy food coming right to my table.
Yes, just one after another. This
is reserved for guys that wear New Balances and tuck in their polo shirts.
So what you're saying is
not even polos, just t-shirts.
Just tuck in their
So exactly.
Bill Belichick, let me put you on game for a second. This is where you should be. Yep. This is phenomenal.
You could escape from your...
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
I ain't never met a tequila I didn't like, so yeah, we're gonna share that bad boy.
Man, that smells delicious.
Dive in, baby.
So orange juice, tequila.
Yeah. Tequila?
Looks like tahini on the rim.
Yeah,
Better stop sending Keith drinks. We're gonna have to.
Gonna have to wheel me home.
I like to do a little fruit squeeze when you call them the marks.
Oh, same.
Get some juices down in there. And then the Jacob Blend experience, of course, is you just keep it on the rim. You don't put it in the drink. That's the key.
See, so we got the Esmeralda, we got the fancy drinks.
It's a two-hander, very masculine looking. that's damn good.
I mean, you're drinking the ocean. You're sipping on the ocean.
Like that
Get it
takes
there.
me to my honeymoon in Cancun, where I'm just on the beach. I tipped the bartender like $50 the first day of the honeymoon. So he gave me enough liquor in my beverages to knock out a grown elephant. I'm looking at the ocean, and this is what I see.
Look at
Enough booze to know that it's there, but damn, that's tasty. You know, like
All right,
how sometimes the alcoholic beverages have so much sugar that it just gives you heartburn,
Right.
and you don't get to taste the booze at all.
That's not that.
So you just kind of sip it. That is not that. The tequila, which is good tequila, lets itself be known, but it doesn't overwhelm you to where you're taking a sip and you're just like that's an enjoyable drink.
I like that. You got to get the tahini in there. What do you think about it?
Wow. Tropical. Tropical.
So
Insane.
now some people watching this might be thinking, hey, you all have been going through all these super specialty beverages on the menu. What about the common man, the common woman who just wants to go in and get a damn good margarita?
You just want it the
we
right
got it here. We
basics.
got the frozen lime margarita. They give you a little bit of tahini on the rim. So let's dive in and see what we're talking about. See what we're working with here. Just the base defense package, the 4-2-5 with the star, your base offense.
No more points they're not scoring. This is what we're going to right here. The classic. The classic.
I could sit here
The classic.
and drink these all afternoon. For those of you who are Jimmy Buffett fans or maybe Trace Atkins fans who prescribe to the theories of Margaritaville and that it's 5 o'clock somewhere,
Alan
it's 5
Jackson,
o'clock
yeah.
right here.
Let's go, baby.
It is 5 o'clock right here.
Yeah.
That is just a bare bones, no bones about it. Fantastic margarita. Get in on it. That's why I didn't use a straw. Get in on the rims. And you go in off the rim so you can get some of that tahini too.
I mean, you take Kenny Chesney, Alan Jackson, Jimmy Buffett, put them in a blender. That's what comes out right there.
90s and
This-
early
this
2000s
is
country music in a glass.
This is it right here. Wow.
Yeah. So, fellas,
Yeah.
course 2, delightful. Tell me this is not Brazilian steakhouse quality plantain. And like, yes, look, it's easy to make a fried plantain. It's really easy to screw up a fried plantain too. Fantastic.
Wow.
This is not what I expected at all, but it's fantastic.
I tried to give you a heads up. It's different, but that is really good.
Yeah. Oh,
Get some of this plantain action too.
Yeah, make it
it's like butter on the inside, crispy on the
Yeah.
outside. I
You
mean,
get like the crunch as you bite
Wow.
into it, but then you get that savory, almost sweetness, that citrusiness on the interior too.
I can eat the same meal every day for a week.
We got round 3 coming.
Senor, eh?
We got round 3 coming.
round three.
Spanish bingo that we would play. Yes.
All right. Burrito grande.
Oh, gato. Oh, go on.
Because you want it. I know you do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much.
Oh, that camarones ancestras.
Yeah.
Which, that shrimp looks so
Is
good.
this the shrimp of our ancestors?
That's like a buttery sauce on the top of it. Like,
Camarones ancestros.
That's where we came from, baby.
That's right.
That's where we came from.
That's right. I'm definitely from Germany, but that's all right. This is fantastic. Perfectly cooked. And I want to get the sauce in here too.
I was going to say, what's that sauce like? Because it looks like a buttery.
It's like a creamy, buttery, and I think, did he say that this is almond based?
Yes, almond based sauce. Yeah.
Yeah. Take it
So
over.
I've got the burrito gato, which looks like on the top we've got crema, we've got some onions, cilantro, we've got some beans, and it looks like some thinly sliced pork. Almost looks like a hot dog almost. On the inside we've got chorizo, we've got chicken, we've got jalapeno peppers. I'm making sure we ain't missing anything. We got cooked onion in there as well. So I'm about to I know this is gimmick infringement. I'm about to go on a ride to
That
Flavor
is the
Town.
kitchen sink right there. I mean,
Beer.
what is it, I'm sorry?
Blinky beer.
Fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm excited to dive into that. How did what do we think of the oh god, I'm blanking on the name.
The Las Mayas, I
Las
believe.
Mayas, yes.
Very good. A nice verde.
That's a
kind of mini.
rich looking
verde sauce.
Yeah, wow, it really came through. Nice and creamy with the cream on top. The chicken is so juicy, as you can imagine. As all the meat here is just so juicy.
Yeah.
And tender.
Yeah. So I'm taking a snag of the camarones ancestral right now.
Dude, the wind just kind of picked up as you took a bite too. That's kind of romantic.
That is like, so good.
It's like a nice cooling wind as he took a bite.
That is a thick shrimp that they utilize, which one thing, a lot of places, it's an underrated thing. Some places, like especially like random get in, get out cheap Mexican joints, they'll just throw shrimp, like frozen shrimp in and just cook them up, leave the mud vein in if it's there. No, they do a good job cleaning these out. There's nothing there. You get that all, like if you know it's an almond sauce, you get that almond as soon as you dive into it. But it's like a buttery, almost velvety sauce that comes with this shrimp. All right, so we got the prickly pear. I'm curious what this flavor profile is going to be, so let's just dive in.
Wow.
A little bit of lime. There's like a subtle sweetness. I think it might be like a cranberry almost.
Yeah.
It's like a subtle tart sweetness. It might be. It might be some of the sangria actually that they use in that, because there's like that tanginess underneath, but you get the margarita taste, the tahini off the rim.
Wow, I need to go back for one more there.
Yeah, you get just enough tequila to know that it's there. So it's not one of those drinks that's super dangerous, but if you're not paying attention, that could jump up and get you.
Press.
Give this a try.
The
This
prickly pear.
No, this
would warrant joining the rotation. Right? It's like a sangria. It's almost like a sangria mixed with a margarita, but just not frozen.
I'm going back in.
It's
Me
that
too.
good,
I have to. I'm glad it's not just me there. That you
That's the best
gotta
drink
dive
we've
back
had so
in.
far.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Really?
Yeah.
So
fantastic.
the Mayas, that is such a refreshing meal, and it is filled with chicken, a little bit of onion, but
They're
like
a half a chicken.
they aren't
in each
skimping.
one. Half a chicken.
They
in each one
aren't
there.
skimping. Like this fell out of my bite. Just this much chicken right here, and I still got a mouthful. That is a very fresh salsa verde on the top. You get the crema that comes with it. You've got the lettuce, sour cream, tomato, if you want to put that on, as well as the rice. That, like, you talk about like wanting to come here for lunchtime and get something that's not going to leave you slugging and really hurting around 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. This is something you could get. It's just a light, fresh, tasty dish that you are going to enjoy. Just make sure not to mix in 2 or 3 prickly pears and margaritas. Otherwise, you might be in trouble.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, we got
The second.
Carne asada.
and the roasted pepper. Yeah. Gonna be let me steal one more bite and then we can hop off. So
Oh wow, the carne asada.
as a
Wow.
very strong grill and steak advocate, so it looks like a very pounded thin skirt steak that they put out here. I love a good carne asada.
Mushroom guy, let's go.
Oh, dude. I'm not that dude, right? Like,
That carne asada looks incredible.
So let me tell you what I'm seeing on the chicken here, okay? So we have some freshly, thinly sliced mushroom caps, which I love to see. We got some pineapple.
Yep.
What else we have?
Oh yeah, okay.
Pineapple, some mushroom.
It looks like
queso.
a thick layer of queso here.
Now, while you're cutting in and diving into that, this steak right here, fantastic. Beaten very thin. So now, normally this is a very, very tough cut of steak that it is to work with.
Sure.
They do a great job pounding this super thin, so you're getting that big steak flavor coming out of it. I put a little bit of this roasted pepper on it. I cut a little bit out. I got some seeds too, so I was able to get a little bit of heat. I put a little bit of the pico de gallo on it for a little bit of freshness. If you got this and maybe a side of some corn or flour tortillas, you could make some fantastic steak tacos with this, or just eating it straight up. This is a good steak. Don't take my word for it. Dive in.
Get in there, man.
I cannot wait.
All right, I
I
tell you
cannot
guys,
I'm especially excited for this pepper.
the mushroom, it makes this dish.
Yeah.
Wow.
The reason I don't like mushrooms is because of the texture. It's like mushrooms and olives, it's just a texture thing for me. But the juices from the mushrooms sitting on top there for a little bit, it's fantastic.
Gives us that sort of rich flavor almost.
It does.
Okay.
It does. And I'm not somebody who I eat mushrooms like twice a year, right? So like, it's like a great experience for me.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's dive in and see what you're talking about here.
Yes. Let's go.
The mushroom and the cheese, surprisingly enough,
Goes well together.
those are the flavors that dance in your mouth at first. You get that sort of like salty creaminess of the cheese, the richness of that mushroom, and then the chicken comes in.
Did you get a little pineapple?
Oh,
in there?
got a little bit of sweetness of the pineapple cutting through. That is a really good
Things
dish.
up a little bit. Yeah.
This might become like, if I like came here every day of the week, this would probably be in the rotation twice, right? Like, this might be your Tuesday pitcher, and then this is your Sunday pitcher.
We had that discussion earlier. No, I think that is my go-to right there is the carne asada here.
Dessert, many people's favorite meal of the day, and Las Margaritas has been so kind as to bring us out their entire dessert menu. So we're going to start out, we're going to work from our left to right, your right to left. So press, show off to the camera here.
Let's
We
go.
got some flan.
So, any great south of the border Mexican style restaurant has to have a good flan. We got like
Give
a
it some jiggle action.
little jiggle action. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that.
The cold and refreshing position. We've got fried ice cream.
That was pretty good. I like that.
You've got a delicious crunchy exterior you can see on the outside. I've been wanting to just like cut into it on the backside the whole time. You've got that nice crisp exterior on the outside, a good firm cut of ice cream that held up through the process. And then you looks like you've got chocolate and strawberry drizzle with some whipped cream on the side. In the crunch category, from Guadalajara, Mexico, churros.
We got some churros.
And helado. So this one is just
Yeah, I was going to say
Dylan's
we
ice
can,
cream.
yeah, Dylan's
And-
dish, Dylan's ice cream.
Yeah, and it just ice
Look at that.
cream, chocolate strawberry sauce with some fried plantains on the side,
about
which
that?
we already got a hold of earlier. Those were terrific on their own with a cool sweetness of some ice cream and some chocolate and strawberry syrup.
Oh, so
I'm going to start with the fried ice cream. You're getting started
I'm getting
on the
in
flan.
on the flan.
You know
which
what?
one do
I'm
you
going to
want?
start with Dylan's here.
You're going to start with Dylan.
Get in there, Dylan.
Let's dive in.
All right, here we go.
Ice cream, little whipped cream, little fontaine. You know.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's exactly what you want, right?
Yeah, crisp exterior,
Yeah.
cold, creamy, delicious. You get the strawberry sauce, the chocolate sauce, just a delicious sweet treat after you've had a fantastic meal and a bunch of margaritas.
Dessert
That
might
is.
be my favorite yet.
All right.
These plantains are so versatile. They went with the actual course. They're going with the dessert.
This flan, so the thing that I get nervous about with flan and with cornbread, anything that's like a corn-based dish, it concerns me if it's too heavy on the corn, right? Like, I don't want corn for dessert, right? Like, so this is perfect. Like, it's got the perfect consistency, right? Like, it's like the stereotypical, like, Jell-O wobbling in the refrigerator type of thing, right? It's the perfect temperature, perfect consistency, and I like to kind of give it like a little dip in the caramel, a little dip in the chocolate. Tell us about Dylan's dish, though.
Yeah. Wow. Like I said, the plantains are they always hit. Dessert, they're so flexible. They go with everything. I mean,
So there's definitely like
layer
either
of the
strawberry.
sugar.
There's a strawberry filling of some sort in here, strawberry or raspberry.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying there?
Yeah.
All right, I need a little ice cream. Gotta give me a little cream. Look, you gotta have sugar with your sugar. That's the key.
Yep. I'm going to dip in over here. Let's dive in.
this is like a strudel. This is a strudel.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That filling makes it. Like,
It's rare that you get a true churro in this area, right? Like,
and
I'm melting.
little inside baseball. These have been sitting for a minute because we've been having to get the shot ready. These are still crispy, despite sitting with the ice cream and sitting with the whipped cream and being filled with cream on its own. You're still getting a great crunch on this. This is fantastic.
I'm about to run back in the kitchen and hug the chef. Just gonna give him a big
I'm about to
old.
run back and say, give us a few more orders at the churros. I think it's a strawberry filling. It very well could be a raspberry, but I'm thinking strawberry.
One of the two. We definitely narrowed it down
It's
to
the
that.
same flavor as the drizzle that they've been using on the 3 of these dessert dishes.
I'm gonna try Dylan's though.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna
We
get
just-
into the flan.
We just couldn't stop.
You know what I said earlier? I love a good plantain, and if you incorporate it with sugar, even better.
Yeah, like some of that caramel,
Fried ice cream.
some of that chocolate. Yeah, get that fried ice cream.
You know,
You'll appreciate like
way
the
to do
crunchy
it.
exterior.
Here we go. We gotta get a little. Oh,
That's a
dude.
very savory flan. I like that.
See, thank you.
It's the accoutrements that come along with this.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's not just the actual dessert. It's
With the
everything
flan, right?
that comes on top. It's,
You gotta get the sauces as well. And you know,
Like dive into this flan.
Yeah.
get the flan, man.
It's like savory, but then you get hit with like the caramel and the chocolate, and that sweetens it back and brings it back to life. Like that is a unique
corn.
sweet treat. Yeah,
the corn.
it's a corn
I
pudding.
didn't even realize.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I didn't even realize. I mean, I heard you say it, but
I gotta say, number one, more than anything, I'm full of food, but I'm full of gratitude.
Yeah.
Because this service has been fantastic. Like we're just sitting here, just drooling over all of the food, and you guys just kept coming with things, which, from everything that I hear from Tyler, who's a regular here, that's the general expectation at Las Margaritas. But I mean, I got to ask, so you get into this business, right? But I think the one thing that I hear consistently from you is that you got into this specific business because you believe in the product here.
Yeah.
You believe in the food here. Tell me a little bit about that.
So I met the chef. His name was Rene Cortez, which is the brother of David, who I'm in partnership today.
Right.
And he's the chef who invented the recipes, pretty much everything that we have on our menu. And so he proposed a restaurant many years ago with a menu that I loved, but the location wasn't very good. So then he moved it over here. And so once he moved it here, and you know his partners weren't working out for him, he asked if I would partner with them.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wanted to go. I was ready to go, but I was waiting for an opportunity. And so the fact that he had 3 other partners, they backed out, I backed in.
Love it.
And here we are.
And here you are.
Because of the food.
Yeah.
The food, the taste of the food is why I'm here today.
yeah. And like you said, I think it kind of symbolizes on the Veracruz
Yeah.
region of
It's
Mexico.
unique.
So yeah,
Yeah.
very
It's one-
unique.
Yeah.
Nothing like it.
I think I know of 2 restaurants that have the same type. We're one of them. So I won't tell you the name of the other.
We don't-
There you go. No. There's
We're satisfied.
there's 3.
I
There's
don't mind telling you.
I know of 3 restaurants that have this type of food, and it's Las Margaritas in Middletown.
Yeah.
It's Las Margaritas down there right off
Oh.
U of L's campus.
Yeah.
There's Las Margaritas in, is it Danville? In Danville, Kentucky.
Yep.
So there you go. Those are your 3 options if you want to get some food like this.
Yeah. And the
That's
recipes are all the same. Yeah.
all the same recipes. There was not a single thing that you put in front of us that I was just like, that's okay.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
you know, typically there's always like it's a signature dish, but you'll just pass it over. For instance, I'm not a mushroom guy. Like, I just don't eat mushrooms. I'll pick them off. We dove straight into the chicken, and it was fantastic. Like, it like awakened the senses a little bit.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, and there's something to be said about that, right? And I think to kind of hit home on this as well, you know that everybody here believes in their product because the service is so good, right? Like the friendliness, the attention to detail. If you didn't believe in your product, you wouldn't strive for perfection in the way that you do. And so really that hit home with me a lot, is that you guys have such a passion for what you do because you love the food that you make. And so you want to make sure that everybody else enjoys it just as much as you.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we have a saying, we make our food with love.
Yeah, it is. It is.
People ask me, it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but we make it with love.
Yeah.
We care about how it tastes. And our mole is a great example.
It's a perfect example. If you'd never been to Las Margaritas before, one reason why you'd come to Las Margaritas, what would it be?
I would say open up your taste buds.
Yeah.
Because I don't like pork,
Mm-hmm.
but my favorite dish in the whole world is the cochinita pibil. And it's a pork dish.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like pork, but that's my favorite dish. So that's what I'd say. Come here, open up your flavor buds.
Yeah.
Try something different.
Yeah, I think that rings
Probably
true,
is.
Wesley, just
Right.
because I mean, you had a dish with mushrooms. We had a discussion just sitting
Yeah.
there before, where you said you didn't really like mushrooms. You got a dish with mushrooms, and it actually blew your mind. So
Yeah.
I think that
I was going to say we went in for seconds and thirds, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think that's the experience you can get here. I think a lot of people with a traditional kind of Mexican restaurant, if you will, especially like some of the chains that are around Louisville, they stick to the basics, right? Like they come in for a quesadilla, a basic burrito, maybe like chicken and rice, something like that, right? They stick to something very plain, bland for the most part. And look, I'm not saying that if you came into Las Margaritas and you got something like that, it is going to be that. But I'm saying you can get those traditional dishes, traditional, right, from the sense of a Louisville, Kentucky resident, sure.
Sure.
But outside of that, you can come in and have a different experience every time you come here.
Oh, for sure.
So I think,
I would say like 15 times.
yeah. But then by the time you get,
different experiences.
15 times in a row. Come here.
yeah. But by the time you get to experience number 16, you're going to be ready to go back to number 1. That's the best part.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Once a week, that's 15 weeks. So yeah.
there you go.
Yep.
There you go. I love it. Well, Mike, it's been unbelievable. I love when I come to a place and have high expectations and then it exceeds my expectations, right? Like Tyler's been on us for a while about like, you guys got to get into Las Margaritas. Like you got to like truly get the true experience. And I think that, you guys just absolutely blew us away from start to finish. And we just have so much gratitude for that. So we're super appreciative and we can't wait to share it with the world.
Awesome. I totally
Appreciate you, man. Yeah, this has been awesome. This has been fantastic.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really appreciate it.
Come check out Las Margaritas. You want to support local businesses, right? No better place to start than right here in Middletown, just off campus next to Jim Patterson Stadium. And of course, as we talked about in Danville, Kentucky. So we'll wrap it up from there. We can't thank you guys enough. And we can't wait until another edition, if we can ever get away from Las Margaritas. I love it. Love it. Yeah, appreciate you.
We want to wish a huge thanks to Mike and the friendly staff over here at Las Margaritas. The one we are specifically at, if you want to come eat, where State of Louisville got their best bites in. It is 12220 Shelbyville Road out here in Middletown. Just get in here and get anything on the menu. And like Mike talked about in your conversation, expand your taste buds. Don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone and try something new, because you might find something you love. Now, I'll tell you boys what I love. I love margaritas. I got a frozen house. You've got the mezcal margarita, he's got a bourbon margarita. So I just want to, gentlemen, as press dives in already, propose a toast to our friends at Las Margaritas. And again, get in here and enjoy yourself some of Louisville's best bites.
That's right,
Cheers.
baby. Cheers.
Salud.
Cheers.
Salud.